figure out where to see the comments on here, Kevin, on this camera. How many people eat these? Big Mamas? Yeah. Big Mama ate Big Mama. Big Daddy? Not very happy. Secret stash. No secret stash. That's road tripping food, lady. Don't mess with a man's road tripping food. Where are we by? We're by the Stickney exit. By the Stickney exit. I don't know. I can't see the comments on here. I don't know if I can't see the comments because it's this way. Let's see. Kevin, this is kind of dumb. I can't see any comments, Kevin. How do I get the comments? It's not that button, Kevin. It's starting to spit and rain a little bit. It sounds like the heavy stuff isn't going to come down for quite some time. I think we should keep playing. How many people know what movie that's from? So we're cruising. We're by the Plankington exit. If you don't know who we are the Bearded Redneck. This is Robert Rohrer Outdoors. We don't quit. We are headed West River with the bow. We're going to be chasing mule deer with the bow and arrow on the last weekend of rifle. And who knows, maybe we'll stay a little longer. We don't know. We have no time frame. We got our bow strapped in the seat next to us. We got to make sure that our Darton stays safe. It's our best friend. How many people treat their bow like that? Does everyone else do this? I mean, do they strap their bow right into the seat? Does that mean I'm a little goofy? I don't care. If I get a cheeseburger, my Darton should get a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers for everybody. I should stop for cheeseburgers. But we're gonna cruise. We ain't stopping. How many people have drove from, well, I'm not from Sioux Falls, but Sioux Falls to Rapid basically be the closest. One side of the state to the other. South Dakota. Without peeing. Or stopping for gas. Who can do that? I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to go after those mallards. There's about a flock of about 12 of them there. Hunter, where you at? Let's go duck hunt. Okay, so Kevin, I cannot figure this out, Kevin. Can't really be messing around on this screen on this camera with me going down the interstate. Let me see. I'll try to hit some buttons. This ought to be fun. How do I get rid of this stuff, Kevin? Kevin, get in my... Can you get in there and, like, take it over? Can Kevin even hear me? What is this? Ooh, multi-level. Switcher cloud. What's this? That ain't what we want. Is that what we want? What do we want? What do we want? No, I don't want to make anything. Kevin, I don't know how this works. I'm gonna have to switch this. Can I not go off of this camera? I can't talk to anybody. Is anybody talking to me? Can't mess with some stuff. Do 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 do. Well, that was fun. That was pretty fun. I got my Flying H hat on. Is it going to be lucky again? Got the Flying H Bar and Grill hat, Forbes, North Dakota. Cooks a very good ribeye. I used to like the prime rib every time I went. I'm thinking possibly they could have swayed me to the ribeye. Sometimes it turns out good. People look at me when I'm a little crazy and they say, what would you like to eat? And I say, I don't know, what's good? Bring me something good. And people look at me like I'm bonkers. But sometimes we really don't know what's good until they show us. And the ribeye was very good. So I guess the moral of the story is the flying ace better have ribeye next time I come back. Because it was pretty darn too. This is driving me nuts, Kevin. I want to say this is going to drive me nuts. I think this is going to work right here, Kevin. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay. Look at this. I knew it. I'm pretty sure I did. Why do I have like red tint, Kevin? I look like I'm all sunburned, like I'm down in Texas or something. Is it just the lighting? Why do I have some filter on? I don't even want to look at it. So the roads are pretty good, folks. A lot of people aren't traveling because they got a little extra time, and you don't have to because of this holiday. Thanksgiving's an awesome one, as far as usually when Thanksgiving and Christmas. They're usually both like good holidays to get like some extra days off. And it's kind of the part of the year where nobody wants to be at work anyway, especially if you work for the man. Who likes working for the man? Sorry. Maybe you should try working for a chick or something else. I don't know. I guess that's one of the cool things. That's the endless opportunities that we have in the great Americas, is the fact that we have the ability to pretty much do whatever we want. And the opportunities are pretty much endless of what you can earn a living on. So if you don't like working for the man, like I didn't, don't do it. But have a plan. I usually don't always have a plan, but that usually works out. Put some gray hairs on the wife, but it usually works out good. So I guess the moral of the story is we're going deer hunting. So it should be, binoculars down. We just lost some binoculars. They went down. Hopefully we can find them. We actually did clean the truck out. I know a lot of you find that hard to do. Well, let's look at it this way. Clean your truck out, go hunt. What would you do? I'll just hide from the wife and go hunt. But it's pretty overcast. It's kind of that overcast, white, bright, where the sun isn't out, but it really bugs your eyes. So that's why I'm wearing sunglasses. Because it's kind of hard on your eyes. But it sounds like 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're going to be right in the heart of Funland. As far as it's going to get crazy as far as the storm. We're going to get there about, I'm guessing, if my calculations are correct. Do I have to calculate things? I am kind of good at math. We should be at Mr. South's house about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. We shouldn't have to stop for gas. We probably will at the truck stop when we're about 15 miles from his house, just for the fact of I don't like to be out in the winter or hunting in general or fishing or whatever without a full tank of gas, because half the time I'm off the beaten trail. Custom RMPT. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe we got to go that route, Kevin. I think I'm going to have to use the monitor, hook the monitor up. I just didn't want the monitor hooked up. I think we're going to have to go with the monitor. Maybe I'll hook the monitor up and then run this camera. And then I can just set the monitor down here. And we should be okay then. But we'll just have to make do. I guess if we can't go everywhere, you guys on YouTube and Twitch and Restream and Instagram and Twitter and all over the place, wherever we are. I don't even know where I'm at half the time. But we're on like 9 of you. So there's 9 different places that are having to put up with us right now. We're going to get this in tune. And we had a couple requests. Who wants to see this? We had a couple requests to see the pass-through. Who wants to see the pass-through? Should we set a camera up live on the back side, if possible? It'd probably be if we're going after whitetails. I ain't going to lie, because we're probably not going to get an opportunity to set up a pass-through camera on the muleys, because the muleys just, well, muleys down with M, which me and my brain goes to moo. Which, why does it go to moo? Because I'm weird. But the reason it goes to moo is because it's like cows. What do cows do? They just wander around wherever they want to in a pasture. That's like mule deer. There's somewhat of a pattern with them, don't get me wrong, and especially when the cold weather or the elements or food or water or something like that comes down to it. When it's one of their core elements, then you can pattern them. But when there's this much corn, there's this much water, and it isn't that cold yet, it's tough to pattern them. However, with what's coming, this storm, we could probably pattern a little bit, because they're going to probably bunch up a little or think about it. And they're probably going to need to eat if they want to stay warm. So we should probably be good there. Let's see here. What do we got? What's going on in here? What is this? We want to do that. What do we want to do? We want to do this. Okay. What do we got in here? We got something in here. Thanksgiving turkey from all of us, guys. Zeus broadheads, deer crossing archery, target archery, all kinds of bow strings. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving and have a safe holiday. We're gone. Our turkey. Don't want to cook our turkey? You guys have a good one. Oh, there's all that fun stuff. So, if you didn't see that video, I was jumping around in my front yard, hunting turkeys, as all the looky-loos were driving around the small town I live in, wondering what in the world this bearded buffoon is doing now. It's kind of funny, though, now. They used to all look and talk behind my back. Now they want to talk to me, look and talk behind my back. So at least they're talking to me a little bit now. Sometimes I throw them for a loop because they need something exciting to talk about at coffee, don't they? Gotta love the old farts that drive around on golf carts and get their nose so far up your keister because they got nothing better to do that live in a small town. Who lives in a small town? Gotta love those old guys. Some of them are pretty decent guys. Some of them you just wish their golf cart would keep going to the horizon. But no, they're, for the most part, they're pretty good people. But it is still kind of funny. I do mess with them, though. Mess with you guys. So now you're going to have to wonder what I'm telling you is a tall tale and what isn't. Because it's kind of fun to hear it come from you guys back to me and hear what it really is. So there's my entertainment with the old people in a small town. But we're not in the small town. We are just passing through Platte. Wow. Passing through Platte, exit on the interstate, and we're rolling. Trying to get all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Who likes getting jacked up on Mountain Dew? This guy's got a pretty cool side-by-side. It's got 3 dog kennels on the back of it. That's pretty cool. 4-seater, kind of like the ones we were with Devil's Lake. When we went out with the Perch Patrol. Where do you guys want to see us? What do you want to see some of the adventures for the rest of 2019 and for 2020? You know, that's one of the things. We do this because we like sharing some of the obscure knowledge that we know and our passion and love for the outdoors, but we also like doing it because for some reason you guys keep liking to watch. So what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see the Bearded Redneck and the staff of Robert Rohrer Outdoors go after in the 2020 season? Do you want to see bear? Do you want to see caribou? Do you want to see some kind of like crazy critter that's going to like bite her head off like an alligator? Anacondas. We're looking at trying to put together a pheasant hunt for the end of this year. We're going to try to get like about a half dozen guys to all be flinging arrows at the pheasants. That ought to be exciting. Do you want to see more stuff like that? Do you want to see some certain critters? Do you want the Bearded Redneck to go to a certain state or a certain place to hunt? Where in the world should he get sent in 2020? This is your chance to share. This is your chance to say, hey, check out the red-tailed North American whippoorwill. They're amazing creatures. And we got them down here in Tennessee, so come down here and get them. Yeah, I don't even know. Is there a season on the whippoorwill? Is that kind of like a snipe? Is that like something that you like get left in the woods and bang a wooden spoon on a pan and go, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, and all your buddies go back to the bar? Is that what happens? Is that the same thing with a red tail? Because I don't want to get way down to Tennessee and all of a sudden I'm stuck in the woods and they're all laughing at me. Okay, who knows what this guy's doing? That can't be good. Semi on the side of the road. Bearded guy in a little hat. Who likes the movie Black Sheep? Who's got to work today? Do people still work? People got to work. I can't see your comments. I'm just going to leave this on for a little while. We'll probably leave it on for like another 9 minutes. Then that'll be 30 minutes. And then I don't know. We'll see if we can pull it off. I might have to stop because I don't want to put anybody's life in jeopardy so I can see comments. So we might have to stop. I don't know. What is this town right here? The Woe and Go. The Woe and Go. Has anybody ever been to the Woe and Go? And is it a gas station or what is it? Ditties. Little ditty. But it don't look too bad out, guys. Don't look too bad. I'll show you here. car decided it wanted to be in front of me and pass me, so that's fine. Silencer. That would be something cool. I saw that comment on YouTube. I saw that. It popped up on my phone. They all should pop up. I'm gonna have to like get it on my phone or do something, guys. I need my Kevin. Going through Kevin withdrawals. Is anybody else going through Kevin withdrawals? I know with the monitor, I know how to get everything up, but we want to get it for everybody, you know. We hit 1,000 on YouTube, guys, and we're gonna get it together here. We're probably gonna do it, I don't know, maybe for Christmas or what. Maybe we'll do a big Christmas deal, but we'll see what we can do. I don't want to promise things that we can give away until I get a lock on them, but we will get some of these locked in. But we're gonna have some pretty cool prizes here. We're gonna see what we can get for this, because we're already at like 1,027 on YouTube. So you guys not only got us to 1,000, we've gone up over 100 in the last week. You guys not only got us to 100, but you guys kept it rolling. And we just passed, heck, we're at about 7,050 on Facebook right now. You guys have been rocking that one. That's kind of our home base, has been Facebook. Maybe YouTube will take back over, guys. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. It seems like they're changing their platform and they're changing what's got to go on, and they're not treating and remembering what got YouTube started. And what got YouTube started? The small creators. The creators with the heart. And the ones that I usually watch are the small creators. Don't get me wrong, I watch like Unbox Therapy, or I watch like Dude Perfect, or you know, some of those bigger ones. Don't get me wrong, because I enjoy them, you know, or Mr. Hollow Point, or some of those different channels, or J&J's Hunting and Things. You got to check him out, John Riedlinger. He's absolutely awesome. He's on here every day. You like a good vlog on the old YouTube, you get over there in J&J. I mean, that's totally, John's a very awesome dude, and he's been just streaming right on the YouTube, getting the YouTube going. But we will bounce around and we will see if you guys want us on there. We put our videos on there, don't get it wrong. We put our videos on as far as that on the YouTube. But we'll see if the multi-streaming to all the places where you guys want us to call home. Do you want it to be YouTube? Do you want it to be Facebook? Should it be Instagram? Should it be Twitter? Should it be Restream? Should it be Manycams? Should it be Twitch? Am I naming the same ones? Should it be Periscope? Kevin, how many other places do you have people being voyeurs on my life with? Oh wait, I gave up my right for privacy, huh? But no, we are somewhere just about at the brink of the land. Or wait, we're just about at my favorite trip, which is when you come down the hill to the Chamberlain. And then after that, then it's, what is that? Is that about Wall or somewhere in there? Where does it just kind of get to the Dead Sea, where it's just kind of like, really? This is boring. There's like nothing to look at. There's like hardly anybody traveling today. If you wanted to travel somewhere, do it today. I mean, obviously check the weather out. You know, I don't have a dog with, even let alone kids or somebody else with, and the reason that it is, then I don't have to take care of anybody else. I don't have to make sure anybody else is safe. If I get stranded, I don't have to worry about somebody else's life or their family or what have you. So the bearded redneck might be pretty obscure for his love and his passion and his vision, but he doesn't want to put somebody else in danger, but he'll make sure that he's taken care of. So that's where, like me, where will we stop? I don't know. We'll stop somewhere. But we'll get some supplies. We got enough stuff that if we were to stop right here on the road, we could probably live here for a week. How many people could live on the side of the interstate for a week? It's like read your morning paper, dropping the deuce, waving at the trucks. I could. I wouldn't like it, but I mean, I could do it. But no, when we go out into this, we try not to put anybody else's life in danger. So the other side of that coin, and this is the tough one, this is where you can get into the debate, and I love to argue and debate, so bring it. But is the emergency personnel. So if you want to go out like me, I just would advise, don't do it. Don't do it. I've been doing it for 20 years like this, and I was doing it before that without a vehicle, and used to build snow forts and sleep outside and do all this stuff. I wired a little, but that's all right. It doesn't mean you have to. It means I enjoy 40 below zero sitting in a tree stand. I enjoy when I lick my mustache or my beard and my tongue freezes to it. Weirdo. That's right. But that's what we do. But it doesn't mean that you have to. If I were you, I'd be snuggled up next to some electric fireplace that's still in a box in your dining room. How many people think my wife, I told her, she didn't want my help to go get it. She wanted my help to get it in the house. I told her I'd put it back together when I get home, which will probably be Monday. How many people think the box is still there and it isn't pissed with? She says she can do it because she follows directions. I told her to wait. What do you think's going to happen? Could be interesting. Will it get blamed on me that it isn't put together right or it's broken? That was the "Hey pal, get back on the road" noise. We made it. We made it. So we'll pop off here. I can't see any comments. I don't like that. I like to be able to talk to you guys, say hello. Ooh, snow geese. Lots of them. Hunter! Snow geese. Snow geese by Puckwana. Did Hunter get a deer? He said he was going off to deer camp, and I never heard anything. Is Hunter still alive? Are we going to have to do a well check on Hunter? Hunter! You better be hunting, Hunter. He might be fishing. Hunting's like a die-hard ice fisherman, too. He might be ice fishing. It wouldn't surprise me. He's got a deer tag a couple years, but it really hasn't been his like kind of thing. He likes the waterfowl and the ice fishing. I think there's a video. Hunter and I did a video a couple years ago. I ended up driving the boat and they caught all the fish pretty much, but we already had our limit by that time. They were biting good. That was on what? Lake Campbell, of all places. Who would have thought Lake Campbell? The funny part is people that live around it might still be fishing it now, like it never really got bad. I don't know. He'll probably get mad if I tell you. You could probably figure it out right now. But yep, there's a lot of lakes. Should that be my Minnesota, South Dakota joke of the day? Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. South Dakota, the land of 10,000 lakes where there's actually good fish in them without 10 million people. Welcome to South Dakota. No, actually, they all come over here now. So I think I'm going to start going to Minnesota. Kevin, we're going to plan a trip to go to Minnesota because all these people are coming over and fishing the river and the lakes around here. I'm going to go fish their lakes. It's actually some pretty good fishing over in Minnesota. I haven't been to Cass Lake in a while. I really like Cass Lake. Some of them kind of got screwed up, but like Leech Lake, like Mille Lacs. Really like Green Lake. How many people have been to Green Lake by Spicer? I really like that lake. A lot of structure, a lot of up and down and crazy stuff. A lot of good vertical jigging and drop shotting and some, I mean, you can still troll and do some stuff, but a lot of opportunity. I like that lake. The Norway Chain by Games Lake. What is that? Sibley State Park. There's like about 7 lakes that hook there. I lived by there actually for about, I don't know what it was, 2 years, 3 years. I really liked that chain of lakes, but I got to fish it and was on it all the time. So that was a good place to hang out. Well, we're just about to the Chamberlain. We just passed the Puckwana. What's the name of that water that's on the south side of the road after you pass Puckwana and you're going to Chamberlain? Like the next exit's the top of the hill, Chamberlain, when you're going west. And then there's that water out there. It's got like really huge these last 2 years, like really huge. And I've never seen anybody fish it. It's got to be shallow. I don't know. Sometimes it's about dry. And then now it's like huge. It's got to have a name. Does anybody know the name of that lake? And if so, is there a dock? A guy could go fishing there and you could just like wave from the interstate or to the interstate, like all the people going to the river. Be like, hi, I got a whole lake to myself here. Well, look at, oh, they must be goose hunting there. That doesn't look, that ain't Hunter. But there's 4 guys out in the field there, 1 trailer, trying to get some geese. That might not be a bad idea today. The goose hunters should be doing good with this overcast weather and the storm coming in and all of that fun stuff. I bet you they were really moving this morning. And they're going to be bouncing around here again in probably another hour, hour and a half. I bet you they're really trucking it. But it ought to be interesting. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna grab this other deal. I do not think I can get it from here. We'll hook up the monitor. That way I can see the comments. And we'll come back on and we'll see if, oh, good grief. There, I love doing that. That really gets them moving quick, folks. That's, you get a person that comes flying up on you and then they won't pass you and you got your cruise on and then you get pushed up in the car in front of you and then you got to slow down so then they can speed up to pass. You know what the trick is to that? Put your blinker on. Go right at them. They speed up real quick. You don't have to go out in their lane. Just put your blinker on. Like, hey, pal. Coming over there. It's kind of funny because they come a-flying up. But we will, we'll get off here. Like I said, I'm going to hook it on the monitor. We're going to come back on. That way we can have some stuff. I think there's some videos and some different things we can hang out. I don't know what do we got. We got about 3 hours, 3.5. Somewhere like that, somewhere in there. We got about 3.5 hours before we get there. And it'll be 2:30 our time we'll get there, but it'll be 1:30 West River time. And it's supposed to hit about 3:30, 4 o'clock is the storm. So basically when we get there, hopefully there's a plan. I'm sure there will be. I don't know if we're going to go spot and stocking or if we're just going to go dive right into a stand. So you're going to find out as soon as we know. But I'm guessing right when we get there, I'm guessing if we do go sit in a blind or if we go sit in a stand, I bet you the deer are already there, or they'll be there within a 15 minutes to a half hour, because I have a feeling they're going to move quick before this storm, and they're going to bed down. They're going to get the heck out of it. They'll play around in it a little bit. I don't know how much snow has been on the lowland. I know they had some snow down in there, down towards the crop fields and out of the mountains a little bit. I know they had some snow, but it melted. I know there's still some snow up in the mountains or up in the hills, but down into the cropland and off into the where the whitetail area is I know that doesn't really have snow yet, but it's going to get it, and it's going to be awesome for us because it's going to let us know exactly where the deer are, and we're going to be able to reposition and hopefully get Ron's mama on a 6x6. But check this view out. This is what I like right here. This view. This is my favorite view of 90 going from one side of the state to the other. It almost looks like you're driving into the river, don't it? You gotta be careful though if you got the cruise on, because sometimes this is slick because that's water. Going across the Missouri water. Oh, somebody's broke down. That ain't good. So it's looking pretty clear here. You can see the roads, guys. The roads look good. The roads look really good. And you can see for this storm that's coming, we might get trapped there for a couple days, but we plan on being there a couple days, so it works out perfect. We actually were going to leave last night, but there was a little spiff of it last night. And look at those. Look at the eye from that Zeus Broadhead logo on the hood. God, that thing looks just mean. I know I had, my wife was driving the truck and was coming at me, and I could see that, the Zeus logo on the hood with the Broadhead coming at me. I was scared. I mean, I'm sure it had something to do that it was my wife, but it was also, it looked mean. The Broadhead looked like it meant business, which I don't think needs to be any more proof that it does mean business. I'm not seeing deer moving yet. That's good. Their rut has been kind of what I call a trickle-down rut. Basically, it's when there isn't that cold snap that kind of cracks it and gets them really moving and looking hard and chasing. And it's just kind of cold and they don't have to do stuff and they just kind of... That's what I call a trickle-down rut. And that's kind of what's going on by Ron from the sound of it. Is you might see a buck with 4 or 5 does. You might see 2 bucks with 4 or 5 does, and there's just 7 deer hanging out. Nobody's really fighting off anybody else. Nobody's chasing off anybody else. There ain't no tails up, and they're chasing them all over, and all of that fun stuff. So we'll see how it's going to happen. Ron's a big spotting stalker. I've taken some deer East River spot and stock, but East River spot and stock compared to West River spot and stock is child's play. I mean, it's pretty much East River spot and stock. Don't get me wrong; it's still difficult, but it's gravy, it's cake, it's simple compared to this West River stuff. Holy moly! I really want to get all white and wait until it's white and make my way across and like white out my bow and my arrows and my release. I mean, everything. White glasses, white face paint, and go right after them. Because I think that would be, maybe that would make it a little easier for me. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Have you guys ever tried the spot and stock in complete white? No camo, just white. I'm thinking like the camo white, like you see that I have, that would show movement. I think that you'd be busted. But all white in white snow, I think could be good. Like all white. But I apologize. I don't know how to turn on the comments right on this camera on the monitor screen. And Kevin could be telling me how, and I can't see it. So I haven't seen anything pop through on the truck as far as, hey, do this. But I was on the phone with Kevin, and then I was on the phone with Ron, and then I was on the phone with another gentleman that was going to come with me, maybe. And I've been on the phone. Been on the phone. It's getting more overcast. We're at about the Gregory Winter exit. It's more overcast, and it's ice on the shoulder. The road is starting to kind of get that glossed look, like I might not be able to use my cruise for much longer. I kind of look at that stuff, and if it's if I could see an image or kind of a mirror, obviously that's not good. There was somebody in a Jeep that I don't know what they're out hunting. Deer, pheasants, albino brain chiggers. I'm not sure. They're out hunting something. You can tell. But yeah, we got the bow strapped in. We got the Darton full of deer crossing archery arrows, loaded up with the Zeus, with the tall tine bowstrings. We don't have our Hardy face paint on yet, but we will. We just didn't know what to put on. Should we put on white and gray and black? Or should we put on green and brown and black? Should we go all black? Should we go like covert ops tonight? We don't know what we're doing yet. That was like a misdeceiving sign. I wonder how many people they get to stop at their gas station because of that. Next gas station? Question mark. Anybody that's drove 90? Good gosh, you can't run out of gas on this thing anymore. I guess you could, but it ain't like it used to be. It ain't like it was like, well, you better bring a gas can with on your motorcycle from this spot to this spot, or you better make sure and fill up at Wall or wherever. Now it don't matter. Or you just get a big boy truck like this one, and heck, I still got 3/8 of a tank when I get there. But big boy tank comes with big boy costs when you got to fill up the big boy tank, so that's never usually good either. But we will get off here. I'll switch it around so I can see your comments, and then we can chit chat. We'll pop back on here, and we're gonna keep going. We're getting closer. Look out, Ron South. We're coming your way, and we're coming hungry with a dart that wants to be fed some Zeus. It's tag filling time, baby. Stay tuned.